The first competition team that I had coached was in 2012, and that team advanced to the Americas Regional and actually advanced to the top four in the Americas Regional. And that same year we started the Student Investment Fund. And the students from the CFA team that year ended up being our inaugural group of PMs in the Student Investment Fund. We do interviews for roles in the Student Investment Fund, and actually myself and one of the other professors, Andrew Ecclestone. We were interviewing the students, and most students come in and they're a little bit, you can tell that they're a little bit nervous, which is fine, and they're shy, and sometimes they're second year or third year, so they may be younger. And the students from the CFA team walked in, and we looked over each other, and they literally just strode in. Like they strolled in, but it was almost like they strutted. Their confidence level was so high compared to the other students, but it wasn't cocky or arrogant, they were very comfortable. So they would just come in and say, hey, how's it going? They were very personable and sociable, and that really, I think, and they've all landed very good jobs and have a nice career prospect and career trajectory going forward. And that confidence and that sociability is really one, I think, of the key outcomes of this competition. And that's a learning by doing. You can't become more confident by reading a book. So you just have to kind of go through a stressful, high-pressure situation and then sort of learn how to deal with that as you go through it. So that's a tremendous outcome, and this team has done a great job in terms of the poise and confidence they displayed in the presentation in Toronto. And they'll be better the next time, and the next time, and the next time. And the final thing I think that the team really gets is they get a little bit of exposure and some networking. So in Toronto, they get to meet some industry people, the judges, they get to meet the other teams. And in the Americas, the same thing. So they'll mix with other teams from all across North America, and some of them actually make some pretty good connections that these are people that they're going to run into again and again in the finance industry. And so they might see somebody at a competition in April in Atlanta, and then next year, when they're a full-time job, they travel to New York, or they travel to Toronto, or Vancouver, or Los Angeles, whatever it is, and they're running into somebody that they met at this competition. And so there's a really important networking component to this, and also learning how to network with people from, in this case, all across the Americas, and also potentially, hopefully, from global schools as well.